And amid simmering tensions between Russia and the West over Ukraine, President Vladimir Putin has said that he wants immediate talks with NATO on the issue of security. According to a statement issued by the Kremlin in a conversation with the Finnish counterpart, Sauli Niinistö, Putin said that he wants to hold talks with the United States and the NATO over security guarantees in the wake of the mounting tensions. Apart from this, Moscow has also said that it is monitoring a French warship near its borders in the Black Sea. According to a statement by the Defense Ministry, the Russian Black Sea Fleet forces have begun to monitor the French Navy's multi-mission frigate as it entered the sea. Last week, France had warned Russia of strategic and massive consequences if Moscow attacked Ukraine. Meanwhile, Russia has said that it may be forced to deploy intermediate-range nuclear missiles in Europe. This because Moscow believes that NATO plans to do the same. The warning from Russia's deputy foreign minister has raised the risk of a new arms build-up on the continent, especially the West decline to join Russia in suspending intermediate-range nuclear forces in Europe. It is part of a package of security guarantees Moscow is seeking in return for defusing the crisis over Ukraine. Russia warned that a lack of diplomatic or political solution would prompt it to respond militarily. Russian President Vladimir Putin also spoke to British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. While Johnson asked Putin to de-escalate tensions with Ukraine, Putin in turn told Johnson that NATO was threatening Russia by expanding activity near Ukraine. This call comes after a two-day G7 meeting where the group warned Moscow of massive consequences if it invades Ukraine. Meanwhile, the European Union imposed sanctions on a group of private Russian military contractors who allegedly committed human rights abuses in the Middle East, Africa and Ukraine. EU ministers agreed to freeze assets, impose travel ban on people involved in the Wagner Group.
This group reflects the Russia hybrid warfare. They present a threat and create instability in a number of countries around the world. So the sanctions will cover the Wagner Group itself, 3 companies with links to this group, and 8 individuals responsible for serious human rights abuses or destabilizing activities in Ukraine, in Syria, in Libya, in Central African Republic, in Sudan and Mozambique.
Now, U.S. intelligence assessed that Russia could be planning a multi-front offensive on Ukraine as early as next year. Kremlin denies plans of any invasion and has accused the West of Russophobia. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.